welcome back to Angie in Real Time. Today I'm going to do a cooking show with you. We're going to do some, fall comfort food. So, I am cooking a pot roast right now, and I'm going to show you how to do pot roast. Super easy. Let's get started. I'm going to flip this around. Alright, so, I have had this cooking. I did a substantial amount, probably about 1/8 of a cup of olive oil, heated on medium in my Dutch oven, and I have a 4-pound pot roast from Aldi, of course, and I have just used regular iodized, Morton's iodized salt and fresh ground pepper, a substantial amount on both sides. Probably, I would go with probably 2 tablespoons on each side of the pot roast. Now, on medium heat, I have, we'll call it browned and not seared, both sides of the pot roast at this time. Now I am doing the sides, so in a second I'm going to flip this, you'll see, to the other side, and then it's almost ready. Sorry, it's very loud. I'm trying to talk really loud, but okay, so we're gonna do it on that end too. Probably about 3 to 4 minutes on each side on medium. Okay, so we got that going. We're gonna just keep it on there. I'm gonna flip it around here to show you what I'm prepping. So in a bowl, I have chopped up. Now I've done this pot roast. Sorry, don't mind my duster here. Okay, let's put that away. I have done it. Oh, there's Rolf too. Say hi to my dog. I've done the onions a couple different ways. This one is a new recipe. Usually I just do the 2 onions and cut into quarters. This one is saying to chop it, so I'm gonna see the gravy probably will turn out a little different. So I have chopped up 2 onions, 2 yellow onions, 3 stalks of celery, and then I like to do extra carrots. It usually says 3 to 4 carrots. I did 8 so that everyone gets extra carrots. And then I am also, instead of putting the potatoes in the pot roast, I'm going to make mashed potatoes. So I had some red potatoes I'm going to use. So I have peeled all of those potatoes for my mashed potatoes. All right, I'm going to show you what's going on next with the pot roast. Okay, guys, this pot roast is ready to take out of here. So we are going to, I like how it's browned. We're going to take it out of here and put it on a plate. All right. Okay, now, the recipes I use say to get rid of the fat. I really don't have that much fat in it. It pretty much soaked it up. It's probably a total combined about, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon or 2, and it's going to be okay because it's going to cook my vegetables. So all these vegetables are going in the pot. Okay. So there we go. Sorry, don't mind me. Sorry to doing this. Let's do that. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we got these all cooking in here at medium heat. You can put the lid on for a few minutes. This should cook down to 5 minutes. The onions will be, golden, translucent, however you want them to be. And so I'm just gonna let those cook for a little bit, and then we're gonna get the base going for the pot roast to cook in for a few hours. So, okay, I'm just gonna leave that because you just leave that and let it cook at medium. It's okay. So I have chopped up all my, don't mind the light, sorry, all my potatoes. I think I had 9 red potatoes. So, and this is for a family of 4, and it'll probably last for 2 meals. So, I'm gonna put all my potatoes in. Here we go. And get those going. And turn this on high to get them boiling. So, the thing with potatoes, I mean, if you've never cooked these before, I'm sure you have, but don't put them in. The same thing with eggs while it's boiling. Start the boiling before you put the potatoes in. It's okay. It's not going to make them mushier. They're going to be fine. There we go. Almost done. All right, I got all my potatoes in. You can add a little salt in your water if you want. You don't have to. And we're gonna bring that to a boil. So I will come back when that started boiling. When it does come to a rapid boil, cook them for 7 minutes, and then we'll drain them. All right, guys, so this is cooked down substantially. It's looking really good. The onions looking great. Our water is still boiling over here for our potatoes. I took a little water out so it doesn't boil over. So we are ready to add our first, sorry, we're going to add our liquid. So it is a cup of, you can do either chicken or beef stock. It does not matter. So I just had Better Than Bouillon on hand. So I'm going to use that. Quickly stir that all together so the bouillon gets all mixed in. There we go, looking good. Bring that to a boil again. Okay, the next I have, you can use either dried or fresh thyme. I use dry thyme, that's what I had on hand. If it is dry thyme, you use a half of a teaspoon. If it is fresh thyme, use 1.5 teaspoons. And then 1 bay leaf. So let's add that. We got this all boiling kind of. And then this baby is ready to cook for a few hours. So incorporate all the spices. Let everything get going into your pot roast. It's going to be smelling amazing in here soon. Okay, so we are coming back to this big old pot roast. Let's bring it over. This is really hard to do one-handed, but I'm doing it. All right. Grab this baby. I can do it with one hand, yeah, without breaking the pot roast. Okay, I'm going to clean this up in a second. Okay, so let this thing get down in here, okay? I'm gonna scoop some of the juices, make a little spot for him in here. He is going to cook in his little home for a half an hour, okay? It's gonna be more than a half hour. It's gonna be like probably for this size 4-pound pot roast, I'm gonna say 2.5 hours. So, but I'm going to check it every half hour and flip it over. So let's turn this down to low simmer. I just want a low simmer because I don't want anything burning in this pan. Okay. So it's going down. It's going down. I'm going to grab my hot pad and put the lid on this baby. Okay, we'll come back in a half hour and see what's going on. All right, guys. So the potatoes have been cooking for 7 minutes. I've turned off the heat. And here is, you can see they're finished. You can stick a fork in them to see if they're done. And it's just breaking in half or falling directly off the fork, so that's how you know they're done. All right, I'm gonna strain these and get back to how I make my potatoes. Okay, so I've drained all the water out and I have turned my stove back on low. This is a super quick process, so you don't have to turn the stove on low. I just do it to start melting my butter. You can use any type of butter. If you're using regular butter, I recommend Kerrygold. It's amazing. My family has dairy allergies, so I am using oh my gosh, the vegan butter, what is it called? Earth Balance. So you can use that, or the Country Crock Vegan is a great choice too. So I'm adding that in. And then, I'm sorry, I forgot to get out my milk. So let's go get that into the fridge. And I am using almond milk. You don't have to use this, you can use regular milk too. There we go. So almond milk. And I am going to use the butter gives a lot of liquid already, so I'm probably going to add maybe a half of a cup. And then my secret ingredient to my mashed potatoes is garlic salt. You can use regular salt and pepper if you don't have that on hand. And it is garlic salt with parsley from Aldi. Duh. So good. So I am pretty liberal with the garlic salt. Go crazy. There you go. Okay. And we're going to mash these up. Here we go with one hand. Ooh, sorry. I'm not doing this perfect because I'm using one hand to record and one to do this. So just keep mashing. And how you know if it needs more milk? It's not mashing very good. It's not incorporating very good. So I'm going to keep adding a little bit more. Until it's all incorporated. See, now you can see it's coming together more because I added a little more milk. So add a little bit more if you want. That's good. It's still on low heat, so do not forget to turn it off when you're done. It's so low you won't even notice. Okay, and these are coming together. If you like your mashed potatoes, you know, not like I mash these pretty good. They're not chunky at all, but if you like them fine, you know, like you're making them out of the package. I also use a hand mixer for that. So that's a good option too, if you really want some fine mashed potatoes. So, but these are looking great. So give them a test and see if you want to add more salt and pepper. And they are ready to serve. These are already way done before my pot roast, but I know that my kids are coming home from school, so I just have everything ready before all the homework and everything starts. So, but if you were doing this and gonna have the dinner ready when the pot roast is done, then I would do these within the last half an hour of your pot roast cooking. So that is the mashed potatoes. And then I'll also show you how to make homemade gravy after the pot roast is finished cooking and we have strained all the vegetables and onions and bay leaf out of it. There we go. All right, guys, it's been 30 minutes. I opened this baby up, I flipped it over, and you can see it's starting to really, get cooking down. So I'm gonna turn it up to a little more. I can hear that it is slowly simmering even though you can't hear it. And I'm gonna do another half hour, keep flipping it every 30 minutes. At 2 hours, I'm gonna start checking the temperature. It probably already is up to temperature right now. We will just start checking for it basically falling apart. So we want to cook it low and slow for 2 hours so far. All right. Okay, guys, so this pot roast has been cooking for 2.5 hours. And you can tell, look, here's the piece of meat. I'm gonna pull some off. It just like falls right off. So perfect. So I'm gonna discard and break up all this meat so it's ready into a dish. And then, sorry, I'm going to just put the, meat and vegetables in a container. And then I'm going to just leave whatever juices I have left and make some gravy out of it for the mashed potatoes. So all you have to do is whisk in the flour and you will be set. So enjoy the pot roast.